All right. This one is for grade 8. A revision. These questions are coming from a past exam paper, I think from 2024 June. And we are looking at algebra, the introduction to algebra. So I just want to use this video to remind you of things that we covered at the beginning of algebra. I'm starting with this expression here. This is an example of an algebraic expression, and remember, in algebra we make use of letters to represent numbers, and when we make of letters to represent numbers we call them variables, and a variable can take any value. Now in this case the variable that we have is b. B is our variable here, but the b is coming in two different states. The first one here, this is a b, it is raised to 1, but we don't normally write that 1, and this b is raised to 2. So we are saying this is a term on its own, this is a term on its own, and this is a term on its own. So we have a total of 3 terms in this algebraic expression. Remember, terms can only be separated by addition or subtraction. So if we have 3a times 3b times 4c minus 2, this expression here, it has only 2 terms. This is the first term and this is the second term, because expressions can only be separated by addition or subtraction. Multiplication or division does not separate terms. So this whole thing is one term, this whole thing is one term. Now, in this expression, we have this value which is standing in front of a variable. We call it the coefficient. So this is a coefficient, this is a variable, coefficient, variable. But this one which does not have a coefficient, which does not have a variable, we don't call it a coefficient, we call it a constant. And then these two terms here, they are different. Even if they have the same variable, but they are different terms. They are differentiated by this. They have different exponents there. So we cannot add these two, even if we know that when two terms have the same variable, we can add or subtract them. But these two we cannot add because they have different variables. The first variable is b raised to 1, the second one is b raised to 2. But if it was 3b2 plus 2b2, these are like terms, so we could add these ones to get 5b2. And when we have added this, please take note, this 2 does not change, it remains 5b raised to 2. All right, let's go to the questions now. The first question, we are writing these given statements in as algebraic expressions. Add 3b to the sum of 5b and 2b. This is the keyword, and this one. These two words, they mean the same. Sum is another way of saying addition, right? So we are saying, let's start with writing this one. We are adding 3b to something. So let's determine that something. That something is the sum of 5b and 2b. So we are saying 5b plus 2b. That's what this statement is telling us. So to the sum of 5b and 2b, we are adding 3b. So we are saying plus 3b there. That's how you were supposed to write it, but the question did not ask us to simplify, but these we could simplify because it's the same variable. We just add the coefficients, 5, 7, 10, so this will give us 10b, but the question did not say simplify. All right, 3 times a number divided by the sum of y and 4. We have again the sum of something. So we have two parts in our statement. The first one is saying 3 times a number, and that 3 times a number is being divided by something. That something is the sum of y and 4. The sum, remember, is addition, and this is telling us about multiplication, but we do not know the number now. So when you do not know the number, you bring in a variable. Which variable should we bring in? We already have a variable here, but it's a different variable. If it was a y, the question would have said y. So let's just bring in x. You can bring any variable that you want. You can bring a, you can bring b, you can bring m, but that is up to you. So 3 times a number, I'm saying 3 times a number. This is my number, which I do not know. It's just a variable because we do not know the value of that number. And what is happening to this 3 times a number is being divided by the sum of y and 4. So let's divide it by the sum of y and 4. There we are. Y and 4 are being added. So this is how you are supposed to write this. 3 times a number. So we can write it in short as 3x. When we are saying 3 times a number, it can be written as 3x. And this is being divided by y plus 4. All right. The next one is saying square root the sum of x and m. So we have to have the sum of x and m, and that sum, what do we do to it? We put it under a square root. So we are saying the sum of x and m, and so we are saying the square root of the sum of x plus m. That's how we are supposed to write this. And then, oh, this one is more interesting. We even have one sentence, and then second sentence, and the third sentence. Let's go through it. The width of a rectangle is y. So I'm saying the width here is equal to y. And then the length is 2 more than 4 times the width. Hey, this statement, the length is 2 more. What does this more tell us? It's addition there. It's more than what? 4 times the width. And what is the width? The width there is y. So my length there is saying 4 times the width. We write it as 4y. This is 4 times the width. And we are saying the length is 2 more than 4 times the width. So this is equal to that 4 times the width, but the length is 2 more. It did not say 2 times more. It just says 2 more. So we are saying plus 2. So this is our width and this is our length. Determine the perimeter of the rectangle in terms of y. How do we determine perimeter? Perimeter, we add all the 4 sides. Hey, my rectangle is not that beautiful, but yeah, remember, this is a rectangle. A rectangle is that quadrilateral with 2 pairs of opposite sides being equal and parallel, but it also has a 90-degree angle. So my length is 4y plus 2, and this is also 4y plus 2. My width here is y, and it's y. Our perimeter then is equal to the length plus the width plus the length plus the width. And this is equal to, my length is 4y plus 2, 4y plus 2, then plus my width is a y, plus my length once again, 4y plus 2, and then plus the width, that is your y. So this is the length, this is the y, the length once again, and the width. We need to add this. And then in adding, remember, you can only add like terms. This is the first one, 4y, another y, and another y. Those are the like terms. So 4y plus 1y, when it's written as y like this, I want you to remember that it has coefficient of 1 there. So 4y plus 1y, that's 5y, plus another 4y, that is 9y, plus 1y, that's 10y. And then the constants is 2 plus this 2. That gives us a 4. So our perimeter there is 10y plus 4. Now, we can simplify this one. This one here, this is going to be like terms, length plus length, it gives us 2 length. Width plus width, it gives us 2 width. So we can say our perimeter is equal to 2 length plus 2 width. What is the length there? Is 4y plus 2. So this is going to be 2 multiplied by the bracket of 4y plus 2, and then plus 2, your width there is a y. And then you can simplify here. Do you remember distribution? We need to do distribution here because the 2 is multiplying everything inside. So this is 2 times this and 2 times that. And this is equal to 2 times 4y. When it is multiplying, even if they are not like terms, you can multiply them. 2 times 4y, this is 8y. 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. And this is plus 2y. And then like terms, 8y plus 2y, that is equal to 10y, and then we are left with a 4 there, so plus 4. That is our perimeter. So we could have done it this way, we could have done it this way. All right, that's all I have for you now.